Welcome to Hamilton County TV, and today we're visiting Atlanta, Indiana, and it's almost the end of September, so you kind of know what's coming up here, the New Earth Festival, and I got Jennifer Farley here with me, and Jennifer, we've got a few guests here and everything. Let's kind of, you kind of start this off and introduce everyone, and then talk a little bit about what's coming up here.
Okay, today we have Veronica Robinson and then also Lisa Holland, and they're from Stepping Stones Behavioral Solutions, and then also Deputy Clerk Annie Farley.
Well, great. And the Earth Festival's September 28th and 29th, right?
Yes, it is. The festival began in 1974. And it was like a revitalization of the downtown district area. So, are you laughing at me?
No, not at all.
Okay. So, years ago, there was the town was pretty empty, and then different businesses began to come to Atlanta, and there was probably about 10 businesses on Main Street. They wanted to celebrate their success, so they decided to have a festival, and that's where it all began. And so now we are actually considered Hamilton County's largest and longest running festival.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So, in other words, you've taken this from a small little festival downtown to you invite 100,000 of your closest friends on September 28th and 29th to come and visit you.
Yes.
In a town of around 700, right?
Yes, that's definitely right. And this year we are celebrating our 51st anniversary. So,
Wow.
yeah, so last year was our 50th anniversary, and to celebrate that, we wanted to do something big for not only our visitors, but for the community. So we had a Saturday evening concert and fireworks, which was a great success. And we are going to carry on that tradition this year.
How about, is there any new attractions besides those two that you were talking about, or is that a top secret you have to come to the festival to find out?
No, actually this year the festival we have gotten so many phone calls from vendors wanting in. It's estimated around 600 vendors come to our community. The residents get involved, rent out their yards, have yard sales. But this year we've had so many vendors calling that we have actually opened up an extra block on Broadway Street, and then we've also had to open up our park area. So I think we're pretty well full, but go ahead and give us a call. We'll send you to somebody.
You'll find a space,
Yes,
right?
yes, we will.
Well, let's talk about this. This festival is a year-round operation, really, because you're working on this continuously. But you cannot do something like this if you don't have your sponsors. So let's talk a little bit about those sponsors, and also I think you got a big sponsor here today in Stepping Stone, right?
Yes, we do. So for our 40th anniversary, that's when we started our sponsorship program, and it has just built and built and built. This year we have, we're going to possibly be around $45,000 for sponsorship. So that's been really great. So our top sponsor, we have two top sponsors. One is Duke Energy, of course, and then the other is Veronica here with Stepping Stones. So I'll let you explain about Stepping Stones and about she does have a top secret that she's
Okay, well, perfect. Well, I'm Veronica Napier. I actually got married a few years ago. No problem. But yes, so I'm the CEO of Stepping Stones Behavioral Solutions, as well as the founder. This is Lisa Holland, my COO. I'm actually going to pass the mic on over to you, so to speak, so you can talk about Stepping Stones, and then I'll talk about
your secret.
The secret.
Yeah, so with Stepping Stones, we are spread all throughout Indiana, and then actually through our home-based program, we also offer services nationwide, and then we do have a clinic down in Mississippi. So we have 10 clinics right now that offer services in person for children that are diagnosed with autism. We provide in-school support, clinic support, in-home support, and then any, flexible parent training for in-home. And with that, we are able to service children that are as far north as Atlanta all the way down through Franklin in Indiana. And so we offer ABA services, which is a very specialized therapy for children with autism that has seen really great success. So we are always looking to continue to grow our clinics for those that are on the spectrum. But then with Veronica, I will let her start to share her secret.
And to piggyback, we also have a clinic a little bit more further north, Elwood, of course.
Sure.
And today is actually our grand opening of our Elwood 2 facility. So off of State Road 28, we are super excited to welcome some of the kids that have been on the wait list there in Elwood. So super excited about that. But we have been waiting for the past couple of years to announce our grand opening of Barbecueology. We are in the Old Atlanta Pizza Pub location, and we have built that out. We're so excited to bring the restaurant to the Atlanta community. We have a lot of different jobs that are going to be offered now, so we're going to be hiring this week, and hopefully, if all goes well with our inspections, we'll be opening up this Saturday, so 1 week before the Earth Festival. So we will be open this Saturday to the public. As long as everything goes well, stay tuned and follow us on our Instagram as well as our Facebook pages for any updates and some great coupons for the community.
Veronica, can you kind of tell us on social media how, the addresses of where to look at to see how they can see all these things on social media?
Absolutely. Our Instagram tag is at the BBQology. Same thing with the Facebook. It's the facebook.com/the BBQology.
Okay, well that sounds really, really great. Sounds exciting. And now, let me ask you one question, because I know we're going to talk about other things, but how did you decide to locate in Atlanta, Indiana?
And sorry, that's a correction. Instagram is actually at Barbecueology spelled out. I just thought about that. So anyways, but yes, Atlanta, the original way we actually came to purchase the building is because we already had the Stepping Stones Behavioral Solutions off of State Road 19. And I saw that the building it went up for sale. The previous owner, Brian, was, selling it. And I thought to myself, we have all of these adults that are graduating from the program. So one of the things that we haven't really talked about is the not-for-profit side of what the location is going to be providing for the community. So for some of the older individuals on the spectrum, people that have graduated from our program, or for people that have special needs, we're actually going to be teaching them and doing some job training during the day, and packaging food and having healthy selections for the kids that are a part of ABA programs as well as daycares, because it's really hard to actually locate a vendor for facilities. So we're going to be preparing and packing the food up and partnering with Bozell next door as well. So he's going to help with a lot of the packaging and things like that, and we're going to ship those healthy food options to the ABA clinics as well as to the daycares.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was kind of a dual purpose at first, but of course, we got held up with opening up the restaurant, so it held up the not-for-profit side, but It's a dual purpose building, so we're super excited to offer that as well.
Well, thank you for telling us that information.
Absolutely.
What else we got as far?
Well, we'd like to say thank you, Veronica,
Yeah.
for being here, because, this is huge for our little community, and we appreciate all that you guys have done and are doing.
No problem, thank you.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, Annie, what about some of the other sponsors, or who's
Oh
our
yeah,
sponsor?
we've got them. Our sponsors keep this festival going. There's no way that we could do it without any of them. Truly, we're blessed to be sponsored by our county commissioners. County Commissioner Mark Hairbrandt, he does our stage every year. He's faithful to give to us and keep that free entertainment going to all of our festival goers. And then County Commissioner Christine Altman does our public safety health awareness area, along with help from IU Health Tipton Hospital. So they provide a lot of information to our festival goers through different vendors and organizations that give life-saving tips and changing people's daily lives with better advice. So we have Nickel Plate Express. They help us out every year. They bring patrons to the festival from Noblesville. And then, of course, Barbecueology is helping with our Saturday night concert and fireworks, along with Duke Energy. So it's just, we've got a lot of exciting things this year. Yeah.
Any other sponsors we want to mention, or?
I can do more. Yeah, yeah, we have a
Absolutely.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
run through.
yeah, sure.
a few more
Yeah,
of those.
that's fine. Yeah.
Definitely.
So as you're walking through the festival this year, you'll notice that our trash boxes have a sponsor on them this year. So Ace Scrap Metal is doing our trash boxes. Definitely check them out for any of your needs. And then Good Samaritan Network, they're accepting canned and dry good donations at all of our major parking areas, along with the public safety health awareness area. If you're not able to bring any goods, they will take monetary donations via a QR code that will be available here during the event. And then we have our blood center, Versity. They're coming with the blood mobile, and they will be over at our street department, and you have to go online and book an appointment if you would like to give. But they're in desperate need of donations, so if you'd like to give, please visit donate.indiana.versity.org and you can make an appointment. We have some Main Street sponsors. Useful Acres, they're going to have a booth on Broadway Street. It's a veteran-owned business, and they will be providing things for your garden, natural ways to deter pests. And then Mid-Indiana Marine, they're just located outside of town off State Road 19. Any of your boating needs, they've got you covered. So those are our top sponsors. We also want to thank Hamilton County Tourism and Hamilton County TV for always being here for us every year. So yeah, those are our top ones.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that, but let's talk, the one thing about it, doing a festival like this, and, I mentioned earlier, there's only 700 people that live up here, but on this weekend of the festival, you have a lot of good volunteer help and people who are behind the scenes getting this place set up, and also the number one in everything today is safety. So that's an important part. So talk a little bit, Jennifer, about a few of those.
Well, we do appreciate Hamilton County Sheriff's Department. They come up every year with security for us. We've never had any trouble whatsoever with our vendors and any type of security, so they do a great job. Matt Gross is the police officer this year that is taking care of everything. Of course, you've got Jackson Township Fire Department, that everything is housed over at our utility garage. So they just work together. They work
Yes.
together and make it and keep it a safe event for us, and we do appreciate that.
I think one of the amazing things, and for many years we set up, but now we're just so busy with different broadcasts now, we don't get up here as much as we'd like to, because for Jim and I, it's kind of a day off, because we get to sit here and listen to the music and look around and walk around, but it's just an amazing event. And don't be afraid, because Jim and I both, and many people who come up here think, oh, I don't want to go in a town of 700 people and think that there's 100,000 people coming on a weekend and there's no place to park and all that. But I tell you, coming up 19 either way, north or south, and getting here, I've never had a problem finding a place to park, and all your volunteers are so wonderful. So.
Yeah, we do have parking off of, as you're coming into Atlanta off of 296th Street, there's some paid parking lots there. There's some parking lots coming off of State Road 19. I know that they are going to be parking at Stepping Stones, and then right before Stepping Stones there is a lot. Actually, as you cross the railroad tracks, and then as you come on in town, so there's plenty of parking around. So.
So Stepping Stones gets kind of busy on that weekend.
Yeah.
That traffic there gets a little tough, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of great things going on here, giving back to different communities, and, my great friend Nancy Chance's group, Good Samaritan, and all those people, and the trash pickup, and the safety, and all those things. But we also are here to have a good time, okay? So let's talk a little bit. Not only do you have some great vendors, which come year after year, you have any idea, probably a couple of the oldest ones that have been here the longest, setting up? Or?
We've got a couple on Main Street that have been here for quite a few years. Main Street is actually reserved for all handmade items, and on Main Street you will find anything from homemade soaps to jewelry to any type of woodworking, home decor. And then as you go down Broadway Street, it is full of antiques, collectibles, crafts, children's clothing, books. I mean, just anything that you are looking for, I'm sure you're going to find it here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because I would kind of doubt if you came up here and you were looking for something and couldn't find it, I'd be greatly surprised. Okay.
Right. And the women love to shop, and they say this kind of kicks off their Christmas shopping. So, which is really great for our vendors. I mean, I think that's why we have so many returning vendors, because they do so well here. So we just invite, and we like new vendors. This year we do have quite a few new vendors because we had, to open up those other blocks. So hopefully it'll be really good.
Well, let's talk about, everyone loves to be entertained. So let's talk a little bit about entertainment, because of me being here in the past, you always have outstanding entertainment here, and something for everybody, really. I mean, so
We've got some new ones. I'll let Annie tell you about that.
So I'll give you our stage schedule for this year. We're excited to welcome back Branded Bluegrass. They open up on Saturday morning. They start at 10:30 and they go to noon. We love having them every year. They're really lively, exciting. You can hear some classic music there. And then we've got the Four Leaf Cloggers coming from 4-H, and they will be doing our entertainment in between sets. So from noon to 12:45 they'll be on, and then 3 to 3:45 they'll be on. We're excited to welcome Blue River Band this year. They'll be playing from 1 to 3 on Saturday. Sure Thing will be playing from 4 to 6 on Saturday. And then of course we have our Saturday evening concert followed by the fireworks. So Jessie Brown Band will be playing for that, and we're excited to welcome her and her crew. She's very talented. And then on Sunday we start off the morning with Wash White at 10 a.m. He plays till 11:30. And then we have Greg Rhodes. He's here a lot and we love him, and he comes back pretty much every year. So he'll be playing in between sets 11:30 to 12:15, and then 2 to 2:45, and again that's on Sunday. And then following that we have Hill and Oaks. They start at 12:30 and they go to 2. And then finishing off on Sunday we have fan favorite 45 RPM playing from 3 to 5. So we've got some really great entertainment this year.
And some entertainment that people in this area are kind of familiar with too.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's not someone that's brand new. And look how famous he's made Hunter Smith now. Now he's running. now he's running for office. And he was here for many years.
Yes, he
wasn't
was. He was. Yeah,
So,
he was a favorite.
Well, let's talk a little bit, because everybody brings children up here. Let's talk a little bit about some activities that you have around here for the children.
We have our free kids zone, and so, which is really nice, and it is also helped sponsored by Stepping Stones, which we appreciate that. So we'll have bounce houses. There will be some face painting and some taekwondo that the kids can try out. So, and that is always a very busy place down there.
Yeah.
Well, that really sounds exciting. Is there anything I've missed that you want to mention?
Let's talk about food, Perry.
That's right. In fact, that is Jim and I's. When we were set up here, that was our favorite thing to do, was the food.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so Main Street is all our town food vendors. So you're going to find everything from fish to pretzels to elephant ears to pumpkin rolls to coffee and sweet treats. So, and then also the Kiwanis will be serving breakfast over at our community center from on Saturday and Sunday from 7:30 to 10:30. So, want to kind of plug them a little bit. So and then also as you go around the festival, it's not just on Main Street, it is out and about. Yeah, so people rent out their yards, so you can find food anywhere and everywhere, I believe.
Jennifer, without, we don't want to forget all the people behind the scenes and everything, because when you come up here and if you happen to go down an alley or behind a vendor or something, you have electrical cords, you have water, you have everything running. It is amazing. And right now you can drive through Atlanta and really nothing's going on right now. But on the 27th and 28th, it'll be ready to go.
Yeah, we do have Andy Emmert as our utility superintendent with his utility worker Luke Brown. So they do a lot of the behind the scenes, getting the food vendors hooked up. We also have a couple of faithful residents that help out. Neela Teal, she lives over on Broadway Street, and she allows us to put up a hospitality resting tent in a side yard there. We also have a hospitality tent over here at the entertainment stage that people get tired, they can go rest a while. So we do appreciate them. Also, we have a couple council members that really help out. Our council president is Maria Dixon, and then we have a new councilman this year, and we're just, he's gonna be our stage announcer.
Oh, wow.
So we're just kinda, you
That's
know.
kind of exciting.
Yeah, he's wanting to know what it's all about, and we're
Break it in.
yeah. So, yeah, so, but we do have those that help out. You know, you have to build 600 trash boxes, so people, we have people that help with that. There's also, along with building those trash boxes, they put them out in the mornings at 6 o'clock. In the evenings, they have to go and collect those. So, I mean, you know, there's just a lot that goes on. You know, hanging up the banners, just so much takes place before the festival even begins. Annie and I start actually, after the first of the year, we will start revising our applications and whatnot, and then our applications go out to our vendors like in March. So this is just kind of an all-year thing that behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
absolutely. And the one thing about it, you know, we talked about earlier about traffic and everything, there is another way to get up here, isn't
Yes,
there?
there is. Yes.
You want to talk about the Nickel Plate?
Nickel Plate Express. We always love partnering with them. And actually, we called them on Friday and was talking, and there's only, at that time, there was only 20 tickets left. So both days were full. They are, their rides, they start at 9 o'clock. And then at 1 o'clock, it takes an hour for them to get up here. They drop everybody off, they get a shot for a couple hours, and then they head back, so.
You know, and to be quite honest, that train ride up here is a beautiful ride.
It is
I mean, you're
beautiful.
going through the countryside, and you're seeing all those things that are going on that you don't really get to see all the time. I mean, you know, because I know it'll go by the Hamilton Heights High School, and they're expanding back there, and their sports complex, and there's building going on and then all the cornfields and all that stuff. So you see a little bit of everything. Well, I really appreciate everyone coming today, and it's a joy to come up here to Atlanta, Indiana, and do this. It's kind of a little change of pace for Jim Walford and I, because we enjoy coming up here and doing this interview. And now that you're so big time, because you used to have to come to the studio and do this interview. Now we go on the road and come up here because you're so busy. So, but that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you guys. And any way you can, if you want a good weekend to spend up here in this area, and women if you want to shop, or men if you want to shop, or just eat.
Yes, which reminds me, I'm sorry, I have to tell one more time, that we have a food vendor that sets up here just right off of Main Street. Actually, this year, they are going to have a nice big tent with the TV in it.
Oh,
So
my
the
goodness.
guys can come and watch a football game while the women shop. So there you go.
I know where my husband will be.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate it, and thank you very much for having us up here today. We always enjoy coming up here, and it's an exciting time at the Atlanta New Earth Festival. Thank you.